Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel here with Electric Cuts. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can restring your string trimmer. For this I'm going to be showing you how to do it on a Snapper 60 volt. This can also, it's similar to the Greenworks 60 volt and also to some Husqvarnas. The direction might be the opposite, but it's basically the same thing. So here we go. So first of all, obviously you got to take this off. You press these two things here on the side, pull this off. You can pull this. You can see that I just had a little bit of string left. So basically how you wind it on this, you're gonna take the string and cut it in half. Well, not cut it in half, but separate it into halves. Make a bend here, and then put it into this right here, and then go around in circles till you fill up the spool. And it'll show you the direction in which you need to do it. So right here, for example, it says to go this way. So if you go the opposite way, what's gonna end up happening is as soon as you turn on your string trimmer, it's gonna start to release line and it's just gonna make a mess. All the line's just gonna come out. So you have to do it the way that it asks you. Or the other thing that can happen is the string trimmer line won't come out at all. So here we go. So this is the trimmer line that I have. I'm going to be putting this on my spool. One way that you can do this to measure how much you exactly need is by simply going around, just putting a line like that, going all the way around on both sides without having any regard as to what you're doing. So you just basically, you're getting a measurement of how much you need in your spool. So you fill up this top spool, and then you fill up the bottom one. And then after you're done with that, you know exactly how much string you're gonna need. One thing that you have to keep in mind is you don't wanna go too far past this right here, this center. You don't wanna fill it up much more than that, because if you do, you will have a hard time putting this back in here. It's not gonna fit properly. And then you're gonna have your line getting binded, and it's not gonna wanna release the line when you bump the bump head. So you wanna just kinda stay more or less below that line there. Okay, so you're done with one. So you just cross it over to here. Cross it over to this side. You can just press it in there so it can hold the top one. And then you just keep going, fill up that bottom part of the spool. And here we're not necessarily we're not spooling it up yet. We're just getting a measurement to see how much line we're gonna need. Later on, you can use this as a reference to cut several lines, several pieces of line. So you get your measurement. Pull it around all the way. Okay. There you go. That's more or less pretty full. You don't want to go too much more full because you'll have issues. So then I'm going to go ahead and cut this off camera, and then we'll come back. Okay, we're back. We already filled up our spool. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off the line completely. You take it off your spool. And then I'm going to reposition the camera for this next trick that I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to grab your line, and you're going to grab one of the tips. If I can find it, here it is. You go around the post, and you're just going to pull it until you get to until you match up both of the lines right there. You line them up, go towards your string. You hold both lines together. And this is how you get the center of your line, right here. And then you just bend it. So that's going to be the center of your line. Now you come back here to your spool. You got the center of your line already. You're going to put it there in the middle. Slip it in. Put it in like so. And you're going to see which way you're going to wind. So you're going to be going that way. So there it is. You're going to go this way. And now you wind your string. And this part here, if you have like a line that's not round, that's more squared, you want to be careful not to pull too tight on the line, because then it starts to dig into the other lines and it'll get stuck when you're trying to feed it. So you try not to spool it up too tight. You just do that. You hold it with one hand and then turn it with the other. Separate it like that. Just keep spooling and spooling. Okay. Once you get to the end, you can do one of two things to hold the string. You can use this little notch here to put it in there and hold it. But sometimes these little notches get a little bit damaged if you've used larger string in the past. So the other thing that you can do to hold it is take them off of here. Make sure you hold it so it doesn't make a mess. Hold them. What you're going to do is you're going to grab this one here. You're going to put that bottom line first into one of these, like so. Make sure you hold the other line tight so it doesn't go running off on you. And then you're going to go ahead and put the one that's on top. What you can do is kind of loosen it a little bit and try to bring it down a little bit more. There it is. Bring it down and put it there. You can tighten it, pull a little bit of string so you can make sure that it stays in there. And that's it, guys. You have your spool. You see how it's not going to interfere with your tabs going in. If it does, you can hold this and tighten them up. Tighten up these lines a little bit. Pull on them. Sometimes you'll have a little bit of line going where it's not supposed to. In this instance here, I see that it's not exactly lined up, so we're going to go ahead and put it in there. And for this, you just basically line it up with the tabs, and you're going to push down, make sure it's lined up, and there it is. That's it. What you can do, one of your lines is going to be longer than your other line. You could cut the longer one, or you could just weed eat against a cinder block or against a sidewalk, something that's hard. Or if you have your guard on, I don't have it on here for demonstration purposes, but if you have your guard should have a little knife that'll cut it when you turn it on. And that's it, guys. Go ahead and comment, share, like, subscribe. I'm going to be giving you guys more tips, so expect those videos in a short period of time. Oh yes, and another thing, guys, make sure to get your battery off so that it doesn't turn on while you're using it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.